I'm with Chloe Grant, and Chloe has had quite a range of experiences over the last couple of years. And I first spoke to you last year, maybe, when we did the little sort of virtual interview, or maybe it was the year before. But you hadn't driven yet for the F1 Academy. And you've done that season. Did you do the whole season?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did the whole season. So we've not managed to catch up, and it's really great that I've found you, and I would love to catch up and just talk briefly through your F1 Academy season first.
Yeah, I mean, for me it was an incredible experience, and I definitely went into it with a lot less preparation compared to the other girls I was with. In terms of Garcia, who won, she did W Series, and basically like almost the whole grid did W Series. They'd all had lots more experience than myself, so it was just it was challenging, but it was really good. But the main benefit for doing F1 Academy was the fact that I got to race for ART Grand Prix, because I got to race with such a professional team who listened to what I had to say, who educated me, who helped me, who actually taught me how to improve and what I was doing wrong and how to fix it. It just helped me in my development massively.
Yeah.
I would do anything to be back with them.
Is that maybe on the cards at some point? We hope
it's
so.
Not. I mean, it's not been in conversation, so
Yeah.
honestly, probably no. But if in another world where dreams come true, yeah.
Okay, well, dreams do come true though, right? So we have to hope. So we are in GB4, and you've started this season. How's this season gone for you?
Very rushed, very last minute. It started off a bit better than what's currently going. I don't know. Honestly, right now it's not as good as I'd hoped, and the team are fantastic. KMR Sport are doing a good job, so realistically I have no one to blame but myself. I think I can be quite hard on myself mentally, so I'm just currently battling my own demons in my head, and it's really, really affecting my performance, unfortunately, more than I hoped. So yeah, it's just a bit difficult and frustrating at the minute. And other factors that have happened previously as well that I can't necessarily talk about, is why it was so last minute and rushed, and I think it's just kind of stressed me out a bit, and it's not exactly where I thought I would be, but I'm still grateful that I am still racing, and obviously it's down to my sponsors, so I thank them all so much for this opportunity.
And who is sponsoring you?
On my suit, as you can see.
Yeah,
so
we
I've
do.
got Laser Tools Racing as for 3 years now, John Clark Motor Group for 3 years now also, and Specsavers are in their second year with me, and I also have John Miller Limited, who he started sponsoring me after the suit was made.
So we need somewhere to try and get that
he's
in.
On my t-shirt underneath here, so yeah, but thanks to John Miller for stepping in as well. He's been a really big help.
Yeah. When you do go through difficulties as a driver, how is it that you can maybe chase those demons away? Is that through just getting in the car, week in, week out, and sort of bashing it out on the circuit, or do you have a coach? Do you have a mentor?
Not really. I think, as you know, unfortunately, motorsport is a money sport. That's how you go testing, and my family, we just can't do that. We can't compete at the level that some of these guys are doing, and I feel like we're kind of chasing a dream now that is just almost impossible because of the fact that we just can't compete with the budget that they have. So the only testing I've done is the Thursday and Fridays of these race weekends. I've not done any. I've probably done one additional day at Brands Hatch, and that's it. And apart from that, everyone else is doing loads of testing, so I'm just trying to catch up. I'm doing lots of sim work, but yeah, I don't have any mental coach or anything. I have help from people around me and my family. But yeah, just trying to manage.
So really, it's down to budget, because with more budget, with more sponsors, then you'd be able to get more testing in. You'd be able to improve, your driving skills, getting to know circuits. Is it? Do you feel it's still an issue with being a female? Is that no? It's not. It's nothing to do with the gender anymore, because we know that it used to be. So
I don't know. I think we need to kind of stop this whole separation thing. Men and women are equal in this sport. If you are getting in a car and you're struggling physically, it's because it's your fault. It's not your gender. You've not trained hard enough. That's your fault. If I got in an F3 tomorrow and I struggled, that's my fault. I've not trained hard enough. There's no difference in the genders, in my opinion. I mean, I know F2 and F3 are a lot heavier, but Sophia's out there doing it, and Sophia tested F2 the other week. So obviously I can't comment on those cars I've not driven, but the fact we're seeing her do it, it's obviously possible to do. But yeah,
I think athlete-wise, absolutely, we're an absolute equal. I was just wondering more about sort of sponsorship and attracting sponsors.
Well, everyone has a different experience. I can think of another female driver I know closely who thinks it's a disadvantage, but I think it's an advantage.
Okay.
So everyone has different experiences, and I think it's more the way you go about getting the sponsorship. Like, for example, I see people all the time commenting on companies' videos, "Can you sponsor me?"
Yeah.
They're never ever going to do that. You cannot ask that way. You have to be smart, do your research, get personal. You have to build a relationship. You can't just go in and ask. I think it's more the way that you do it. And yeah.
Well, I think it would be amazing if more people realised that you or understood that you needed further assistance, that you needed further help.
Yeah,
especially financially.
Yeah, I completely understand. Like I know that I'm the squishy bit behind the wheel. I need to sort myself out.
You're absolutely right, and your best shot to improve is to do the assessment in a way, and get the finances. Let's get the sponsorship. Let's get this back on the road and back on track, and get your dreams fulfilled, because you deserve it, and you're worthy, and you are a great driver. I've got every faith, and I think that you'll get there. You'll come back.
Thank you.
You're welcome.